Learning how to frame your picture is a big part of success in photography. When you show your audience your different perspectives, it triggers emotions in them that better connect with people and connect them with your photos. Now, the most common angle is that kind of eye level. This is the one we all go to when we're going to take a quick photo if we're not trying to experiment. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with this angle. You can get amazing photos with it. But when you're using this angle, you need to make sure of a couple of things. If you're taking a photo of a person, make sure you're focusing on the eyes. The eyes should be the sharpest part of the body, or the photo will kind of look a bit unintentionally unfocused. And don't forget to give the person directions on what's the most flattering position. But more on that now, less about taking photos of people. If you're taking photos of an object again, make sure the focus is on the part of the object that's most interesting. Walk around the area where you're going to take the photo. Check which angles work best for the photo you want to take. Frame your subjects with the environment so that their position works with the area where they are. Now, eye level, it can get a bit boring if that's the only perspective you ever use. You can always switch it up by using low angle shots instead. Now, a low angle shot makes your subject look much bigger than they are. If you want them to look dominant in your image, then it's the best perspective to use. And this is the case in these kind of typical photos of an object through a doorway, where the doorway frames that subject. If you were going to take a photo like this using the eye level angle, you probably would have a hard time actually fitting the object in. Whereas if you use this low level angle, you can choose how the doorway or the window frames your subject. With this angle, you'll just have to remember that it might distort your objects, making them look taller than they are when they're closer to the camera. A high angle, on the contrary, will make your object look smaller, but it'll allow you to include more of the background that surrounds the object or subject. And this perspective also, it can evoke various psychological effects on the viewer. In most cases, it makes the subject look kind of less powerful. They look small, but it can also evoke a feeling of innocence. If you raise the camera a little bit and include the horizon, sometimes you'll need a wider angle to do this, but this can put the subject in the context of the surroundings and give it a sense of freedom. Finally, I'm going to talk about the Dutch angle. I have no idea why it's called this way, but this is when you tilt the camera a bit to give it a different perspective. It usually creates a bit of a level of discomfort for the viewer as the photo seems a bit kind of unbalanced. But that's when things get interesting and you can become a bit more creative. So when you're about to take a photo, don't just take it, move around the subject, up and down, and try and find the best, most interesting angle that you can. You'll be surprised at the amazing results that you'll get. Or maybe not, but your photography will evolve for sure.